Welcome to another movie. As you can see, I have another car. This time another one in my favorite 1/18 scale. This one will probably I have two cars in the scale on the way. This one is the first one. This or the other one will work as a part for the Beetle car that I ordered last time, because the body is great but the car is not. So we will see which one will work better for that, but this one probably have the better suspension than the other one, but we will see that. So what we have is a Tech. It's not Wltoys, it's Wtech 1/18 scale, 25 kilometers per hour. We will test that. I will need to charge this battery to test that. 4-wheel drive, potent. I don't know what that means, but a 4-wheel drive ready to run, 2.4 gigahertz electric high-speed motor, and I don't know if you can see that. Off-road, mountains, rocky, desert. Nothing in here, nothing interesting here. This nice look of another body. I don't remember which body I do have. Let's see, features: 4-wheel drive, 2.4 gigahertz RC system, professional large torsion propeller. There's a propeller on it. Large capacity rechargeable battery. No, will not be large capacity, not in the scale. Powerful high-speed motor, AC system included. Folger potent again. Oh, and here it is. Yes, I have this, the pink one, if I remember right. They all look great, but this one was cheapest. And that's all I can show you on the box. Okay, let's open this. Okay, so I did take it out. Let's put the car to the side for now. Let's see what else do we get. We get a thing that man never reads. It's a manual. Women's doesn't need any manual. So some basic information: 14 years old and above, about 2 hours charging, 10 minutes working, blah 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 blah, blah blah blah, and nothing important in here. So it's a basic car, so no some special functions. Charger with 3 pins. It means that there is a bouncer in the plug. A screwdriver. You know, I admire when the factory adds a screwdriver, so that's quite nice. A remote have the dials for centering the steering and dual rate, but let's see the batteries. 4 AA batteries, so nothing new, but there are dials to adjust the steering, and there is a centering mechanism in here. So what is the so what does it mean? It means the remote is universal, is just this is some fake adjustment. So how to say, it's quite dirty. It's looking like it was on the sand. Maybe they tested before they send it. Oh, the suspensions work really great in here. Okay, let me take. I really doesn't like the pins, because it's sometimes quite hard to take it out or put it inside. Basically, of course, the body is nothing really interesting. Habile racing world. Quite nice. I did think it's all pinkish. It's really dusty. I wonder why. Okay, so the suspension is great, but it is already hitting the ground, so as you can see it's way too springy. There are bumpers on both sides, quite nice wheels. Let's see the battery cover. Oh, the screwdriver. Okay, I don't see my favorite screwdriver, so let's use this one. If I can make it in the hole. It's not completely perfect, but it is working. Okay, let's see the battery. It is a 2S battery. Oh, JST connector, so that's nice. No circuit inside. It's 6.4 volts. What kind of battery is this? 3.2 watts per hour, 500 milliamps. Quite interesting voltage, I can tell you. 6.4 volts. I don't know where they get something like this. Okay, let me see it. It's off. Let's connect this battery and we'll see how this thing is working. It's a lot of more space for the battery. As you can see, you can put much more bigger one. Let's use only this for now. I will try to make a little more space. Let's put batteries in the remote that I buried on my desk. Okay, let's see. Turn it on. Let's turn the car on. And there is a 0-1 steering. So what in the hell is this dial do? It's doing nothing because it's probably a fake dial. The second one is probably working. Let's see. There is a proportional control. So probably the throttle dual rate is working fine. It is really hard to turn it. And the other way, where is the plus and where is the minus on this thing? So it is spinning fully. So those two are just phase. So downside. Man, they did a really nice toy, but it is not a proportional steering. So as I can see now, I will need to control center the wheels. The wheels are set like this. You may not see it on the camera or may see it on this wheel, but they wobble like crazy. Think I will just use it as a part for the second one. Motor is not bad. Also, it's a four-wheel drive. Let's see where is the steering. I don't see any servo in here, so it's hard to see that. Quite weird because probably there are two I don't know, supports in here, and there are two bars on both sides rotating like this, and there's probably a bar in here that is controlled by a motor, so maybe I will be able to switch that. But electronic need to be changed because this remote is a disaster. If I will want to have a proportional steering. Also the motor is quite big in here, that's quite nice. I don't know if I will be able to use this body with the second car. It's really too bouncy. I don't like this. The car should be a much higher on a suspension like this. The suspension is not bad in here. The springs are really well made. It's not so cheap as on that car. Maybe I can just switch the springs and just work on a steering on that one, or just wait for the second car. But it's really not bad. Let's see. Yes, the dead zone is really big and there is no slow speed. It's just let me show you. It's nothing. Let's see, like that. Nothing. Then the speed kicks in and you have a control. And it's cutting off. Is there a brake on this? Yes, there is brake. Wow. Also, okay, so this car is really cheap. I see the round motor, so it's much more bigger than the 180 motor. I think I have this motor on one of the speed. Whoa, differential. Wow. I did not expect that. Okay, so that's quite nice. Tires are not so bad, so I can still work on this car. Okay, I will go out. I want to test it. I will do double test because I want to test this speed meter, so I will just mount it on this car somehow. I think I will just glue it like this. And just test the car and the speed meter, and we will see how much speed in real life this car have. But first I need to charge it. Okay, so let's see how it's working outside.